You're here because you're sick of the pep talks and motivational videos.
We bring you the tools and resources you can apply in the real world in a no-nonsense environment filled with people like you.
The builders,
Creators,
doers,
and disruptors to energize your hustle.
What up, everybody? I'm Christian.
I'm Zach.
This is another edition of Set the Tone Sunday. If you are a doer,
A mover,
a shaker,
a go-getter.
if you're just motivated and you're about that hustle and about that life, you're in the right place. Again, my name is Christian. Today we're going to be talking to you guys about action. So we are wrapping up our web series on the process.
About that action.
About that action. Be about that action. So we've talked to you guys about figuring out what's important to you. We talked about setting clear goals. We talked about last week cultivating a belief system. Number 4, guys, we have to act. I feel like right now this is a generation of doing research. You know, everyone's doing research on how to become what they want to become. Everyone wants to be an understudy and examine the people that are where they want to be.
I gotta Google it, man.
And I gotta Google it.
I gotta
all right?
Google it.
Don't let Google keep you from actually acting. The difference between where you are and where you want to be is action. You don't have to know where to start. Just start. Get yourself out there, become a part of the community, actually get active, and start. So today we're going to talk about doing that. Action is crucial if you're going to be successful, and you have to start.
Action is magic.
Action is absolutely magic.
Magic happens when you take the action step by step. So that first step, Christian just kind of alluded to, is you gotta start.
You got to start.
You gotta start. You gotta start somewhere, and even if it's just an inch of progress in the direction that you want to go, that's still action. That's still moving in a positive direction. So first and foremost, once you've gotten clear on what's important to you, you've set a plan, you've cultivated this belief in your mind, everything we've already talked about, the next step is start.
Start. And stop being fancy. I feel like, and I'm speaking to myself with this too, sometimes we get so fancy that we psych ourselves out. We want to lose weight, so then we think that means we have to go find somebody on Instagram who's a fitness instructor, or we got to start counting calories. Yes, those things are a part of it, but that shouldn't stop me from actually acting, taking the steps. So that means I got to get myself up in the next morning to go to the gym. That means I gotta hit cardio. We know all the right answers. Like, there's literally probably a book that says Success for Dummies. The question is not what does it take, it's do you have the heart to act and do what it says. So that's what we're talking to you guys about today. We gotta act, guys. We've done enough research. We know all the right answers. I can name a dime a dozen people who can regurgitate all the right answers, but you look at their life and it doesn't check out. So the only thing that's gonna get you to the next level is action. Again, faith without works is dead. It's nothing. You can believe that you're the best in the world all you want to. You can tell everybody. But unless your actions match up with your words, you're just a hypocrite and you're just like everybody else.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. So, to everybody out there on the camera, you've started. You've taken action. Christian's touched your soul, and you're like, you know what? It's time to go. What does that next step look like in the ACT process? Well, we've talked about it before, and we're going to talk about it again because it's critical. Find yourself an accountability partner. I was just talking to Christian actually 15, 20 minutes ago when we were all prepping. Big shout out to Nick, the man behind the camera, the man with the plan, the man with the beard. And we were talking about beer gang over everything.
Beer gang.
And we were talking, I said, man, I got to tell you, dude, the most exciting part of my day a lot of times is that morning workout.
Waking up in the morning,
It's waking up, it's going to the gym, it's busting your ass in the gym, and doing it with a good friend and somebody who is also holding you accountable. If I don't wake up, for example, I accidentally set my alarm at the wrong time today, and if it wasn't for this man flipping on his light, opening up his door, I could have easily missed the morning workout. So it's little things like that. So you got to find an accountability partner and somebody who's on the same page as you, somebody who's going to be lockstep to hold you accountable in accomplishing whatever goal it is that you set for yourself, whatever you determine is actually important to you.
Absolutely. Accountability is a must. So accountability partner is one step for accountability. The next step is setting positive and negative consequences. And it depends on your personality. My personality, I'll respond to negativity, right? So one little tidbit that we do is if we're late to the workout in the morning, we owe each other push-ups, all right? So if I'm late and I oversleep, then I know I owe push-ups. So that represents a negative consequence. If I set a goal to make 50 sales calls in a week and I don't get it, think of negative consequences that you can put into your walk that will keep you on track with your accountability and with your goals.
Absolutely. And on the flip side of that, I respond a little bit better to the positive aspects of things. So like with the workouts in the morning, what I like to do is break that sweat, get that pump, feel good about yourself, and then reward yourself. In my case, with this chocolate shake, it's what is it? It's Shakeology, and it's with Beachbody. Actually, they make this delicious shake. It's chocolate. I look forward to it, and it's my post-workout, and I'm just totally stoked. Once I finish my workout, I know I get the shake. It's a positive reward, so it's a little trigger in my mind that I know when I hit that workout, after the workout, I'm rewarding myself with something that's healthy but tastes delicious and that I enjoy. So it's just that positive reward system that I create in my mind. Either one, it's who you are as a person. There's not a right or a wrong. It's just you and whatever works for you. So yeah, that second piece is setting in place another check and balance, if you will, to keep you on that path as you're acting.
Absolutely. So to sum it up, guys, get some real people in your circle, people who are going to keep you accountable, people who are going to push you to be better, people who don't feel superior over, people who, when you're around in your circle, you should feel inferior because they're operating at a higher level. That's going to keep you in check. Also, set the stakes, whether you respond to negative consequences or positive consequences, set some stakes and set some measurables and some outcomes that have to happen if you don't do what you said you were going to do, or if you do execute on what you said you were going to do. And last but not least, guys, to sum it all up, you have to act. So we're going to leave you with this quote. You don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. Be about that action. I'm Christian.
I'm Zach.
This is Set the Tone Sunday, and we'll see you in a week.
Act.
Act.